Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. I've got this nice little mod here for you guys and girls to play with. Of course I will leave a link in the description down below for you guys and girls to have a go on it for yourselves. But it is on the Steam Workshop, so, you know, just feel free to go and peruse and find it for yourself. It's not a bad mod. I get a funny feeling it's a port over, but don't quote me on it. It's just a gut feeling I've just got going on in my head at the moment. But it doesn't look too bad. Details are quite nice. Obviously this is pre update. I haven't updated to the beta yet of the new airlines and everything else. I would like to do that, but with all my mods it's going to be a pain. So I'm going to have to go through all that. But I figured I'd do this showcase for you guys first. I don't know if it's going to work with the new update. As I said, I'm not running that yet, but feel free to give it a try, see what happens. You know what's going to happen if it doesn't. It just won't work. But anyway, it's made by three modders. I forget their names now. I think one of them was Paulie, Haven, and Lucazini, or I think that's their names. I think. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's going to say quite a nice truck. I'll jump in it and I'll show you where you can find it on the dealership. So truck dealers, if you go to Kenworth, actually just bought this rig literally just from this dealership and I'm doing a first run in it. See if I can find it on here for you guys. Let me just, there we go, I think it's that one. That one there. Yeah, that one there. It's got quite a lot of customization on it. You can have two different roof types. There's only one type of chassis. I don't know if these are the engines that come with it or it's just the mods engines that I've got in it. It doesn't seem to matter what engine you have in it. The sound is always the same. I've noticed. I've tried with different 3 or 4 different engines in this. The sound's always the same. Again, I'm not entirely sure of the gear boxes, what comes with it and what doesn't, but I've selected, well, I'll select an 18 speed, but you can select an 18 speed on this. You've got 2 different types of interior. One stock shifter, one with custom shifter. Now that comes in explanatory later on, and I'll go into that. Truck colours, you got basic, all the truck colours. It comes with a couple of skins with it as well. I think that's so you can play with your own truck skin. I guess there's a template hiding in there. I'm not 100% sure. Again, you get this one as well, and a metallic one as well as any other colours you want to stick on it. Metallic colours do work. If I go custom metallic colour and select that one and do, as you can see, it changes colour, and this one again changes colour, and last but not least is this one which also changes the colour. As for accessories, there are loads. You've got loads of different bumpers. You know, I can go on all day about what different bumper selections, but you've got a fair few here. You know, if I quickly cycle through, you've got loads of different options. As you can see, lots and lots of different options there. And they've all got like customised lighting display on there as well. You can have it with yellow lights or without, or with white lights on some of them. I don't know if that's all the bumpers or just select certain ones. Let's have a look. This one, no, you just stick whatever you like on there. Chrome deflectors or shiny or different types of deflector there. Grills, again, you get a selection of different grills. You can have that type, or that mean looking type there. Again, down personal preference. A whole selection of different bug deflectors here as well. You know, you can customize it to your heart's content. Let's see what this is. This is side mirrors, so you can add side mirrors if you want, if you wish. You can change out the tyres to whatever you like as well, and the wheels to whatever you like. I quite like this option. You can either have this with different of the tank set up with the stairs if you wish, and then you can have, if you go over to here, you can have then another little set of stairs here if you wish, like so. Or if you prefer something a bit more like that, then you can have that as well. This bit does different side skirts or different side lights. You can have either as a chrome or brushed aluminium, up to you. Again, personal preference. Up here is the truck interior. I don't know, that comes with 11.8. You can have an interior light. On the side bits, I think you can add, that's it, you can add the beacons on the side if you wish. Again, lots of different options here. Weld your oyster on options. You can have different mud flaps. You have different colour them, different colour these. You know, loads of different options. I'll go into interior. What I like about this, you got the standard wheel, which I've chose, or you can choose if you've got sissy packs as well. You can choose those, or whatever you want really. The only thing I will say, this lets this mod down. As you can see, the interior is quite nice in here, but I'll show you when we get onto the road how dark the cab gets. That's the downside. That's the only one thing I don't at the moment like about this. But you got two different types of CB radio there. You know, again, choice is yours. You can customize other bits and bobs. You can customize the gauges to whatever you like. You can add GPS or a tablet, depending on what you want to do again. You can put number plate in if you wish. Up here, again, different coloured interiors, again, suiting to what you want. Down here, you can put those, you know, GPS if you wish, or that if you wish. Here, you can, that's no different options on that at the moment. You can have different coloured vents, which is again pretty cool. You can add more interior decor if you need to. That's the mirrors. I'll show you them on the outside in a sec. You can sort of scoot into here if you wish, but then you can't get back out for some bizarre reason. I've tried, it's like wheeling all the way around, but it won't let me back out. So I found if you just click on that again, or click out to click back in, I'll show them different types of. You've got loads, and you see they've all got intricate different sort of like setups, again to your heart's content. Visors, you can choose whatever visor you wish. Again, you've got a couple there to select from. On the top here, you can add dots if you wish. This probably would work better on the flat roof, but it does look like it does work on here as well. Yeah, it does work on there. So you can customize this high roof as well if you wish. This kind of reminds me of another mod which I did, which was very similar to this. There's another kind of Freightliner, very similar. But in here you can change, this is what I like about this mod, you can change the shifter to whatever you like. You can have that as chrome, the whole lot as chrome, you know, plastic, you know, all sorts of different layouts. You can customize that, you can customize the splitter itself, you can have it as 18, 10, 13, or, you know, chromed. This bit, again, you can have this as chromed, or whatever. Again, you've got plastic, you know, classic, you've got all sorts of different ones there. Again, you can go nuts. You got different medallions as well. Again, and you can just customize it to your heart's content. It does work with like the sissy stuff as well, so you can put that in if you wish. But you know, it's got loads of different toys you can play with on this thing. I could go on all day about the toys. So I think it's only got one chassis type. Shame, but it looks pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But anyway, let's come out the shop. Go back on the road. So the light inside the cab's not great, so I can't really show the detail as much as I'd like, but all the gauges do work. Wipers do as well, the wipers work. I had them on because it was slightly raining. Every time I had a mod in, it seems to rain. I don't know what that's all about. But as you can see, gauges are completely cool. Don't know if these will work or not, if they're animated. They are animated. As you see, I've got the chrome shifter set up here. It's pretty cool. I turn my head away. I can't. I kind of scoot into the back, but I can't. But anyway, I'll fire it up on the inside, and so you guys can hear it. Quickly look at the gauges again. Shut it off. I like that bit where it's just suddenly the governor kicks in and shuts off all the air for you. Let's go on the outside for you, guys and girls, and fire it up. Sounds pretty mean, doesn't it? Right, let's go and pick this load up. I think it's round this side somewhere. I think I'll drive around here to find it. I hate these yards because they're typically not very friendly. You can't get in and out of them very easily either. Well, let's bring up the old box so you guys can see if I'm speeding or whatever. Gear information is actually up on the dashboard there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just over there. Right, where's this trailer? I kind of like this thing though. I don't know why, but I do. Let's quickly look round this trailer. Ah, it's right back in there, right. Can I actually back up into there? Turn the hazards on. I'm hoping it's back in here. Looks promising. I don't know if this works with advanced trailer coupling, peeps, as I've got that turned off by default, because some of my trailers do work and some don't. So you'd have to try that for yourselves. That's as close as I'm going to get. Right, let's park and brake on. Electrics off, engine off. Jump under the cab or the truck, as we all know I love to do that. Oh look, water. We're floating on water. Wow. Right, okay. Anyway, let's hitch this thing up. cool. We've got the, looks like we've got a digger on the back. Yeah, it looks like we've got a digger. Pretty cool, cat digger. What's it? Or case digger. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's jump back in the old rig. I've tried to find a nice short run. I don't know if I'm going to complete the whole thing or not. Alright, let's do put the parking brake on, and the parking brake's holding. Trailer brake. Holding. Let's turn the beacons on. Wrong one. And oh wow, that lights it up. That lights it up nicely in here actually, to putting the beacons on. Could have watched that trailer on there. Pulling up the clip. I'm going to take it nice and wide over here as well. Quite easy to float actually. It's pretty forgiving, I think. Especially with my poor shifting skills. Right, got to get out here as well. So we can give it again nice and wide around here. Turn them off. I do like this thing though. One thing I haven't tested. Let's see if the... No. If you press R or reset your dash, it doesn't crash your game, which is good. See if it's got a Jake. Oh, nice. It certainly does. I do like this thing, I don't know why. The only thing I don't like is the dark interior. It lights up when you put the beacons on, but I don't think it's supposed to do that. I think that's a glitch. Yeah, it's quite forgiving on the old floating aspects. I'll try and get some outside shots while we're on a relatively quiet road as well, so you guys can also hear me shifting through. Oh nice. This is a roof cam. Could be risky, Kev. Could be very risky. I do like this thing though. I like it a lot. If I can get my hands on a template, I might add this to my fleet. So far it feels quite sturdy, it doesn't feel overly twitchy, but I haven't got it up to any real speed yet. Ooh, too much brakes. Too heavy on the brakes, Kev. Yeah, very easy to float. In fact, extremely easy to float. As long as you get it within that. As long as you're not overly revving it, if you're over above 2,000 RPM, it won't forgive you. As long as you keep it around that figure, I think we're good to go. I'm going to pull out in front of that dude. I know. Bad move. Reset my track IR as well because it's been a bit derpy. That's better. The only other thing I have found, I'll show you now quickly, guys. I've just remembered. If I go, the mirrors are adjustable. Actually, I'm just going to try and adjust that one out a little bit because that's not really offering me any real assistance. About there should do me a little bit in. So that's it. That one, see, that's adjustable. Yep, that's adjustable. Let's bring it down and out that way. Cool. Right. Let's bring that out a little bit. These are nicely adjustable, like that. Small right, bring it down, bring it out to there roughly so I can see what's going on there. Now I'll show you the wheel is adjustable. You can move it up and down, and you can pull it towards you and push it away from you if you need to. You can adjust your height from the seat as well. The only thing I will say is be careful on how much you back up, because look, if you back up too much you end up going through into the back of the cab, which is fine if you like driving from the back of the cab, but can be a bit problematic if you actually want to drive the truck. I'll just reset them as defaults. I might pull it back a little bit. That's about right for me, I'd say. That's the only other thing I've found with this. Let's wind it up. Now, on a side note, I know I used to do my sim dash on every episode. Oh, I didn't get that shift right. Ooh, try that again. For some reason that bugged out, don't know why. That's better. Try that again. That's better. Set to cruise around about 70-ish, I'd say. It says 80 along here. That's unusual. 80. It's normally about 75. Oh, this could be. I know where we might be, which is about 80. It's over 60 now. It doesn't feel overly twitchy. It feels quite solid. Yeah, on the side note, what I was planning on doing was making a separate little series on just benchmark testing, on telemetry testing. So basically, I'll start, because I raised it in the Blueprint Modders group as an idea, and one person came back to me and said, yeah, that's a great idea, I think you should do it. I'm quite doing them on here. I'll do one, basically what I'll do is have a half picture with this game screen and the telemetry, and maybe even my sim dash, like I used to back in the day, just to see what the telemetry is coming back from. I'm going to start off with the Kenny. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, slow it down to about 75 5-ish. Whoa. It's getting way twitchy now. I don't know if it's the trailer or the truck's getting twitchy. It might have been a bit too quick. I think that's what that was all about. It's pulling quite well up this hill. I will need to change down there. It kind of made it up that hill. I'll try and get outside the cab again. So you guys can hear the engine. Sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty nice indeed. I don't know if that's the trailer. I see there's a lot of lean. If I do this, do a bit of a jiggle. Oh no, I shouldn't do this. It does have a bit of lean in there, but it's not overly twitchy. It's right, set to 70-ish, 77. I should do it. Turn cruise control and engine brake on. We're speeding. Trim the speed down. Let's upload speed to 65 now. Let's try and get a thimble in while we can. Get off this bit here and we'll wait till we get a thimble for a moment. That's about as good as it's going to get. So there, should do it. Photo mode. That's a pretty cool shot actually. I quite like that. Focus in position. Ching. That's a thimble done with. Looks like a Pete. No, it could be a Kenny actually. It's a Kenny. There is a little bit of a weird sort of like, it kind of feels like it's going to tilt over at certain speeds, but I don't think it will. I just think it kind of, I don't know if it's the trailer that's doing that or the mod itself, so I can't really say if it's the mod. Looks like it's gone back up to 80, so I'm going to increase the speed. Wind it up a bit. Yeah, what I'll do with the telemetry, I'll try to do a sort of like top line speed of the truck, so try and get up to like whatever its top speed is. What I do with the load types, I'll try and make them as similar as I can, so similar weight to make it fair. But I'll do it on the start off with the Kenny, then I'm going to do the Mac, and then what I'll do after that, I'll do it on the stock trucks if everyone sort of like takes an interest in it. no one takes any interest in it, then I'll just do it. Whoa, see what I mean about that? I think that might be the trailer that's doing that. It's causing the whole truck to flip like that. I'm not entirely sure. It kind of jumped. There it is again, see? It could be the trailer, or it could be the truck itself. Or it's the lean, I guess. It's kind of the lean of the truck. I guess it is kind of realistic, because if you're going those sort of speeds, it would sort of like react that way. Let me out, dude. Please. Thank you. Bit close there. Whoa, I knew I was going to clip that. Bit close there. Rail. Seen a little blinking light in the mirror as well. That might drive some people mad. Doesn't bother me overly much, but that's from the beacons. I do like this thing though. Don't know why. Yeah, I think it's just where I kind of hit the wheel too hard. There's still 80 along here, so I can afford to go quicker if I need to. You guys might be thinking, should I drive this again? Would I drive this again? Yes, I would. I quite like this. I quite like this a lot. But, you know, with going back to the telemetry stuff, as I say, what I'll do is I'll find a load that's relatively similar. So I'll sit there and go, right, okay, I need to find a load of so many tons, and then the next one will be so many tons, to make it a fair comparison. Have similar engines set up where I can, horsepower rating. I'll probably do a lighter load just to make it again more fair, and so we can get it up to top speed. And I'll do it on all the engines. I'll do it from the base engine, start engine, work my way up. We might not work on some of these trucks like this one, because obviously I don't know how much of a difference the horsepower ratings will have. But again, it's just sort of like what the RPM's doing, what the engine temp and water is doing. It lays it all out in that graph that I showed when I did my brake air pressure update. But let me know, guys. Let me know if that's something you guys would be into. If not, I'll just leave it for just the Mac and the Kenny. What I'll do is I could try to get up to top speed if I can. Or thereabouts. Be difficult to do on some of these. That's why I'm thinking use a lighter load. That's it. Ooh. Because on a heavier load like this, it's going to work a bit harder. I think I could put a fairly big cat engine in this as well. Or was it a diesel Detroit? I forget, actually. Let's have a quick look. Diagnosis. Oh, it's a 550. So I think it might have been a slightly lower. I could have gone really top end and put the 600 watt in this. Again, if it was a lighter load, it'd probably get up to top speed a lot easier because it's only 550 brake. It's probably struggling on this trailer. Of course, it's probably going to incur a lot of speeding tickets, that's the only thing, but that's nothing new with us, is it? Well, nothing new with me, anyway. Are we turning off here? Come on, dude. I do like the sound of that engine. I think that's what's really winning me over this thing. Ooh, big leg spike. It's the sound of that engine. And it's quite easy to shift as well. Quite like the Kenny actually. Very, very easy to drive. Doesn't offer you any problems. Just gets on and does it. Speeding. Trim out the speed. That'll do for now. We'll leave it at that. So the speed increases. How many miles? We haven't got that many more miles left on this journey, so I might try and complete this. You guys. Yeah. Might overrun a little bit though. Ah, see, it's when you're in certain types of light. You can see that. I think that's the interior light going, maybe. I've got the beacons on, let's turn that on and all, perhaps, but don't quote me on it. Oops. I was just trying to look at the gauges for you guys while I'm rolling along. I turn the lights on actually. Lights do seem to work. It's turned high beam on. Yep, they seem to be okay. Reason why I think this is a bit of a port over from ETS2 is because there is an option for a bar. I forgot to show you guys, but there's an option for a bar on the top of this, and it's just little things, little telltale signs like that that kind of make me wonder if this is a port over, but I could be wrong. You know, the modders are probably going to sit there and go, no, it's nothing to do, I've never had this on ETS2. But, you know, it's just there's just a gut instinct. You know me and my gut instincts. It's not doing too bad. It is starting to labour. We'll leave it an 8 low, I think. It's not the most economical way of driving, but looks like we're going to be pulling over for a away scale. I think I'll leave it at that, guys, because I can see it's already dragging on. Won't complete the run. I'll leave it here. Oops, probably a bit premature there. Wonder if it'll pull off in a second. No, it's 5th. Idiot. It does pull off in a second. Right, just make sure we are... Yeah, of course, I knew that. But I'll leave it here anyway, because I see it's dragging on. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this. If you did, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy this for any reason, please feel free to dislike. But please leave a comment down below so I can improve in the future. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, again guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot. I don't mind just sharing. And if you're new to my channel and want to see future episodes of this or anything else that I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.